And Steph and I went through it yesterday, and I feel like it went okay. And I'm not doing a bunch of like that. Oh yeah, and that's the cool thing. Let me just talk real quick about Geras. Is he has a lot of tricky stuff you can do, but just on a base level, you can still, if you're not an uber pro, you can still do a chunky amount of damage.
Okay.
So Geras, just a quick thing about Geras, his gameplay. He's a brawler, right? But there are times where Geras wants to keep you away, like you want to stay away from them, so Geras can set up some of the traps we've been talking about that I'll be showing you in a little bit. So he can lock you down in those ways as well. I think Geras is going to be good for really a lot of players. Players who like command grabs, players who like big brawlers,
players who like to play like Tyler.
Players like Tyler. But then also, he has a lot of sort of maybe, I guess, upper level moves that some of the higher level players can leverage too.
Oh yeah,
I've been playing Geras for a little bit now, and I'm just starting to test those.
Geras was pretty popular in MK11.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think in this game he's definitely a thinking man's grappler and brawler.
Oh, see that may be a problem.
Could be a problem. So let's actually go ahead and talk about him. I am going to go with I went with Goro, mainly because I love Goro, and also he does help with my game plan a lot, and we'll go through that in a little bit.
And you like a team of bigs.
I do. So just real quick, Goro has a couple moves. He has punch in the air, right? So you can do that. You can do that to sort of elongate combos sometimes, things like that. He also has stomp.
You can't have Goro without stomp.
Now listen, stomp is different. Stomp takes your entire bar.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it is full.
See?
So I know people will be like, stomp. You have to commit to it. And then finally, he has a thing called the omelet toss, which is I did the wrong button.
No, that's punch walk.
Punch walk again.
That's punch walk.
He has omelet toss, where he will throw you up in the air.
Omelet toss.
Omelet toss.
And he will. So that can be grabbed like if you're ducking, for instance. That can be. It can be used to.
Omelet toss.
Don't do that. So that's what I use. Now I want to go through some of the strings, and this will all kind of make sense a little bit how he works. Probably my favorite string he has is forward 4-4, which is just hits the ground, pops you up. It's a low.
Do you make a little sandcastle there?
He
What
makes
happened
a little sand at the end. Boom, knocks you up. So for this, then you can start doing your air stuff. Let's go over the air stuff real quick. He has 4 unique grabs he can do in the air based off his air combos. So he has this, where he'll give you the old pile driver.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Which you are a fan of.
I am.
And you can see that
Choke slam.
switch sides of the opponents
Yes,
on
you can
that.
choose what side to switch. And then you can do this with different inputs. Oh, I did it wrong, sorry.
And when you say with different inputs, what do you...
Different punches in the air.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Lead to different things. So one is 1-2, the other is 2-1.
Gotcha.
And then he's got this one where he'll just... Oh, I did that wrong.
It's really neat to see the air combat extend to grappling.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
He'll knee you away.
Yeah.
air combat, just a huge fan. I just love.
So
I'm
fun.
so in love with it.
He also has this overhead, which is so it's not
What?
it's not safe entirely, but it's you can throw this out there quite a bit because you get a big amount of pushback and you're back to back.
Mm-hmm.
He's got back 1-2, which is neat because this is that range where you don't want to be here, get a little closer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that can be canceled too, so you can do like things like that.
Oh, you brought a buddy out.
I did. Let's do the throws real quick before I forget, because I know people get mad if we forget the throws, and I understand that.
They are very cool.
Goro comes in.
And Goro kind of got a glow up too for
He
anybody
did a
that
little
didn't
bit,
notice,
yes.
right? From the earlier first views of Goro, oh, he's gotten a glow up.
Oh, I don't want to forget this too, because I know people want to see that he does indeed have body splash.
And if a character has a body splash, that's instant means Tyler's going to play them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of the cooler moves too. He's got, I think we've all seen the wall he can do.
He's got a little belly bump. Little belly
And
bump.
you'll throw him through the wall. And here's the other thing: you can kind of just throw this out, like from distance. Let me get a little far away from you. You can kind of, even it's not a projectile, but it can be kind of feel like one in a way.
Right. And the beginning reminds me of how people block in No Mercy for N64.
It really does.
So that's important.
There it
too.
is. There it is. Yep. I'm gonna go over some specials now. So this is the one that changes his game.
Okay.
It's called Countdown, and he'll put a hourglass out, right? If, and this is what I was talking about, he wants to keep you out. Like, got it. Now I have 3 loaded. Once he has 3 loaded, he can do it again, up behind you, and now you are frozen, and the last move you take is the reaction you have. like the frozen thing from the last game.
Right.
If you meter burn it, you have 3 already. Now throw a projectile. I wasn't ready yet. Try again. So if you're, I got to read it harder. Go ahead. So if you do that, you can. If you're hard reading things like that, you can get behind them and whatnot.
Sure.
So once you have that out, the game changes.
Right.
They are afraid of moving. Now it's blockable. It is blockable, but the game.
How are you going to block that?
I played with people when they're starting to read it.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Here's another thing. Go ahead and do some damage to me. Okay. Now we have it set to 1% right now, but when you do that, the other thing you can do is if you meter burn the snap like that, you can redo what you've done, go back to where you were,
Rewind time,
and get your health back.
What?
Nice. And
So-
that uses the same clocks that you would charge for the
Yes.
So
behind you.
you can charge the clock, and once that clock is fully charged at 3 times or
Yes.
whatever, then you have multiple moves that branch from that.
Yes.
Wow.
Now this it
There's
gets,
another layer.
It gets better.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't show you one of the different strings on purpose.
Oh, okay.
So you can do this. This string, as you see, brings out an hourglass, and guess what? That counts.
That counts.
It does.
Oh,
Let's move on.
that's cool.
Let's move on to another move.
Okay.
Sandstorm, right?
Now, is there different distances for Sandstorm, or is it track?
Yes, there are.
Different distances. Gotcha.
It also can be a meterless launcher,
oh,
right? So you can do like this and catch them, but I didn't do that. Meterless launcher. Now, where they're standing in the sandstorm depends on where they like. If they're at the back of it, they'll fly backwards. If they're in the
Gotcha.
front of it, they're front.
That's
forwards.
science.
Now, if I meter burn it, you got to set. See that another clock?
Nice.
It'll time out and then explode. So you're kind of controlling space,
Right.
but that also adds to your clock.
Interesting.
So
And that's going to force them to either advance or back up. Back up is good for you. Advancing,
Right.
you can go for your mix-ups.
So, super cool stuff you can do with that. I really enjoy just hitting it, and then you can, that's something for later.
Oh,
So it could change the way the game's played.
yeah. He plays his own game.
What I just showed was world stop, just back forward 1. You can just stop time, and I can do this. Now I can go on either side too, where I can hold back and land there. If you meter burn it, it just turns into another time stop.
Oh man, he seems pretty nasty.
He is nasty.
He seems pretty
The
nasty.
effects are amazing looking too.
He definitely. He does have a command grab, which you can throw away, or you can throw towards. Oops, sorry. Like that. Now here's the fun part. Let's say you're in the corner.
Let's say you're in.
Now I would love Liu Kang to be in the corner.
Right.
So I can do that, right?
Yep, there he goes.
Or if I want to do more damage, anytime you throw someone away from the corner, you get the one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's nasty.
So if I'm throwing so you can give up good spacing if you want to cash out that extra damage.
Damage or positioning.
Like,
yeah.
is this gonna end the round?
Right.
If I do that, throw them out.
Yeah, totally.
At least I would.
Yeah.
So that command grab's really great. It can also it'll combo too. Like if it's in the air, you can't combo on the ground, but if it's in the air, you can catch people.
The range on it is also very interesting.
Yeah, so you can do it from close, but also right about here. So
Yeah, that's really, really
you
good.
always and also just point blank.
Right.
So he's pretty much good up close, mid, and far.
Far, he has a little more trouble far.
Sure.
Far, he's going to be able to set up his stuff.
I was gonna say,
not
then
as
you're just-
much press advantage.
You're putting out
right.
clocks.
But
if
people
you're far.
also, you can start getting hit with projectiles during that period.
Right.
Right.
And also, you will notice the more you play against the Geras, the snap thing, I've been blocked on it a whole bunch of times so people know that you're trying
Sure.
to set that up.
But now, obviously, then if they have the mental stack where they are then focused on blocking it or punishing
Mm-hmm.
it or doing fireballs, that means that's your opportunity. You've established that, you conditioned them. Now he could advance forward and go for his overhead, his low, his grab.
Right.
If you're doing something that makes the opponent pause, then you've won.
And is it more dangerous sometimes to hold it for a full round?
Exactly, yes.
Right. And also, they may forget they're looking for the snap, and now they do a combo to you, and you just rewind out of it. You use it for that.
That's a great point.
So next thing we got this is a. Oops, there was again. Sorry. He's got this burst, right? Denial here, and it's just just kind of a pushback. You can
get off
combo
me.
it, right?
Nope.
But I would say that's not the time you can do it. But the cool thing is, it is his metered. It does a
His armored
move. Yes, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I'm in the corner, and I want to wake up to it. I can. Oh, not me. There we go.
Gotcha. Get off of me.
And
Get
it's
off
really
me.
good if I get jumped on the so if,
Yeah, it's just your
Right.
get off me tool.
yes,
For sure.
So he does have that. I mean, Geras. It seems like he has a lot. I will say once you start playing it, it all sort of flows together very, very well.
Right.
Once you start getting the game plan down, he has this move here, which is really cool. So go full screen for me. I can do this, and now look, I am ethereal. Now hit me. If you hit me, I can take it. Oh, I can take a hit, right? So hold on, and then I will go back to where I started. You can do that with projectiles.
Oh,
right?
really?
But now I can do things like this, where I will walk you down. I know I have a hit I can take, or I can walk you down, and you're like, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" And I can still do moves.
That's so cool.
Now here's where it gets crazy.
This has been pretty crazy already.
Keep saying
Like, I don't know what the next level of crazy
Yeah,
could be.
we've never done one of these. You're like, but wait, there's more.
There is one more thing which I've actually had QA make a video for because I am not good at doing it yet, but it's really cool. So the meter burn version will freeze time, and you're able to use your clone and yourself. You'll see. Let's take a look at that video.
Whew.
That's so cool.
Right.
It's really giving me some Kenshi vibes.
That part is will probably be the last thing I put into my repertoire, and it'll
Right.
probably be something simple for myself as just an average player. But I've already started finding things that I can do with it. So that's Geras. I think he's a ton of fun. I've really
Oh,
enjoyed.
his fatal blow.
You're
Yep.
right.
I was going to say, you didn't do his fatal blow, bud.
Let's do that. Oh, right. So it is from about where you start a battle is where as its distance, and then it teleports to you and grabs.
This is so painful looking.
He'll be fine.
Awesome. So that's
Geras.
Geras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, a lot of times people look at like brawlers or grapplers as being like simplistic or like, honestly kind of dumb and derpy.
Right.
And he's the opposite of that. He is a fairly complex, nuanced.
Well, he's got to protect the hourglass, so he's got to
Right.
be
He's a
fully
smart
loaded
guy.
with anything that he needs.
And like I said too, because I'm obviously like a lot of players out there, average if not a percent more.
Right.
And I've still found so much to do, and I haven't even scratched the surface of some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what players who are far better than me are able to figure out. Because right now, doing the stuff I'm doing, I'm having a blast.
Or if you just want to knock someone in the air and do a pile driver, you can just
Still
easily
fun.
do that too.
Still
Yeah.
fun.
And it happens a lot, and it's super cool. It's very easy to set up too, and it's awesome. So that would be. Oh, what do we got?
Birthday shout-outs.
Let's do it.
I really felt you were about to wrap things up, and I was like, no.
Okay,
No.
got it.
Okay. All right, let me find my list. Excuse me, 1 second.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, why do people say we're dorks? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't get it. All right. Any names I butcher, please fix. All right. Happy birthday to Bryce Butler, Andy Senesac, Allison Adams, Brendan Goulitas. Got it. Nick Johnson, Matt Colsio, Joe Flores, Matt Pearson, Antonio Sendejas, Mike Stallone, Rigo Cortez, Ian Nod. Dang, I knew it was coming. Jay Biondo, Dominic Cianacciolo, Tyler Thompson, Mark Tuttle, Chris Erickson, Christina Nguyen, Elliot Creepy. I'm sorry, I missed his birthday last time, and his dad made sure that I got it this time.
His dad?
Yeah, his dad.
That's cool.
My man crush, Tiago Gomez.
We missed him, yeah.
I know. And to my wonderful son, Cameron. Happy birthday, bud.
Oh,
birthday,
this is
Cam.
a wholesome birthday.
Thank you.
shout-out. I like
Thank you.
this.
Thank
That was
you.
really nice.
Thanks.
Before we go, We have the QA was kind enough again to put another fight together for us,
Yes.
which shows a true fight between Smoke and Lee May.
Yes, with cameo Sector and Cyrax.
Awesome. Again, we just tell them go at it. We love it if each person wins a round. That's pretty much. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
There's
Have
no
a fight,
rules.
blocking included, make it look good. So let's take a look at that real quick.
No rule fight.
As I told your brother, I'll abide no vigilantes.
You misread our intent, Li Mei.
She has cameo Frost. I misspoke, but I was right about Sector.
All good.
It's all good.
All right. Starts off with that overhead. So one cool thing about her drop kick overhead is she can actually hold it and not commit to the overhead part and just land.
Oh, really?
Air special moves out of it, stuff like that.
We got some sector homering rockets too.
Homing rocket had to be there.
It has to.
Favorite stuff.
And I love the weird pose he gets in too. Doesn't backbend.
It's such a great way to lock them down, make them
Yeah.
you can't do a lot.
Yeah, cameo Sector has. He's got exactly what you expect.
Right.
Teleport, flamethrower, and then
Some low poking. Yeah.
So that Li Mei Lion uppercut move is really, really fast. The EX version can actually punish low pokes on the block. And it's one of the fastest special moves in the entire game.
I love her slide pop up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So much fun to use.
Oh, hits the fatal blow.
The lie staggers.
I do not think Smoke is going to come back from this.
No, he smoked.
The ending of this fatal blow is one of my favorites.
Just being the lion. That's
I
nice.
Your senses
Oh, there's always round two.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, big jump. That is the problem
Ooh.
with the ice.
especially when you're close like that.
Right.
Smoke going ham. That was a lot of hits on the smoke combo there. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, oh.
Oh, excellent. Tricky. There's the uppercut.
Does that sector uppercut track?
Yes, it does, and it pops up for a combo.
Nice.
Like obviously you let us block there instead of holding
Right.
through it, like because the combo would have been over, but second comes in.
Establishes the rocket again.
Oh, smoke just smoking.
Good dominant win there.
Yeah.
Final round.
Doing that.
Fight.
Magic.
Magic.
Ooh.
Oh, lantern.
Gotta dodge real quick on it.
Well, smoke is getting a lot of jumping, so you got to use the lantern to prevent
Yeah.
it.
She has excellent mid-range and then control the ear with the lantern. It's super fun.
Nice use of sector there to just get rid of that other camera.
Yes. Here you can see trading distance. Oh,
Oh.
there she goes. Ooh, committed to the knee. How to break her though. Remember, in this game, breaker takes 3 bars.
Right.
And you have a cameo too.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Big combo.
Setting up
That
more
was
pressure.
So
There you
smart
go.
to do the EX anti-air smoke bomb to set up the smoke bomb or the sector rocket.
Smoke on it. Love it.
There it is.
Love it.
My favorite in Faithfully Fatality.
I'm glad we were able to throw it in there.
One of my top 5 all-time favorites.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for that to the QA team. Always putting together amazing fights, doing great stuff down there. Well, that's it for today. We showed 3 characters. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. Good breakdown. Saw some environments with Tiago.
Very exciting.
And we covered all these eras. We got a character from the old arcade era, 2D era, 3D era, and then literally someone who debuted in the last game. There's
Right.
something for everybody.
and they are all a part of the new era.
That's right.
The new
Mortal Kombat
timeline.
So awesome! Thank you so much. I wanna make a promise for next time.
A promise.
We've been hearing this a lot, and we're not gonna do them every time. There will be a belt battle at the next stream. There will be a belt battle.
I don't believe it.
Don't know who you're gonna play.
Me?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
You guys will find
We'll
out.
find
So,
out.
Tune in next time. We'll have some more stuff to show you. No date yet, but we will be back as soon as we possibly can. And there will be a belt battle. You have something?
Pre-order. Be sure you
Yes.
pre-order it. Get Shang Tsung. And do you have anything about the beta coming up?
August 18th.
Ooh.
We do that. We can start playing together and against each other, and I'm excited about that. So
Yeah. Johnny Cage, Lee May, Frost. I'm really excited to see what people do with Johnny Cage. He's
for
crazy.
I'm really excited to win 5 matches and then lose again.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll get on with my Lee May and Frost. Win about 20 minutes, then be like, yeah, I'm
Getting smoked.
I'm washed, right?
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us at EVO. Thank you for following us on this journey and being there for us. It's been an incredible time, and we'll see you very soon right here on the Kombat Cast.
Bye.